So, it's that time of the year again. Christmas is around the corner. And when we talk about Christmas in Cameroon, one of the snacks that comes to mind is chin chin. You will find chin chin in every single home in Cameroon during this period. All right. So, today we are going to be looking at one or two techniques on how to make your beautiful, crunchy, and delicious chin chins at home during this Christmas season. Welcome back, everyone. If this is your first time stumbling on my channel, my name is Chana Z, and here we twist the little things my mom showed me in her beautiful, beautiful traditional kitchen. So pull your chairs together because this is family and we are going to be working together as a team. It's bonding time, so let's do this together. Here we have all the beautiful ingredients we are going to be using for our chin chin. I have here some flour. We're using the all-purpose flour. Then I've got some powdered milk. I have here some butter. You just need soft butter. I've got some sugar. I've got a cup of milk, a large glass of milk, and a large glass of orange juice. Then I have here a tablespoon of orange zest, some salt, some baking powder, some nutmeg, and of course some eggs. Always make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature. So my butter, my eggs, my milk are at room temperature. Now in a clean pot or clean bowl, just go ahead and start sieving your flour. You need to sieve your flour and also sieve your baking powder. Now, sieving is very important because the air that comes with that works as a natural racing agent, right? So you see me adding my baking powder, just add that and sieve nicely. Once that is done, go in with your milk. Right now, we are just adding all our dry ingredients in our pot or in our bowl. So as you can see, we added our milk, we added nutmeg and some salt. Just mix that beautifully, then go in with your butter. Like I said earlier, make sure your butter and eggs or all your ingredients are at room temperature. Now give it a beautiful mix. Just use your fingers, the tip of your fingers, and mix everything until you have this crumbling texture. Your texture should feel like sand. Now I'm just using my flour to wash my butter from the bowl because we are not wasting anything. There's no room for wastage. So just do that, and mix nicely. Now, once the texture feels like fine sand, or once you squeeze it in your hands and let go and it crumbles, then know you've done a perfect job. Go in with your sugar, give it a quick mix, and set it aside because everything is perfectly made. Just set it aside and then go on to your wet ingredients. Now, we're just going to crack our eggs in a clean bowl and then transfer our orange juice, our milk, plus our eggs in one bowl. Then whisk it nicely. I also went in with my orange zest. Just whisk it nicely. You can use your machine, you can use a fork, whatever works for you. Just go ahead and use that. Now, once that is done, then we go back to our dry ingredients and then we start adding in our wet ingredients in bits. Do that gradually. Once you add in a little bit, then mix it, add a bit and mix. All right. Now, this is going to require a little bit of your muscle. You need to muzzle up, especially when the quantity is it's a bit huge. You need to put in a bit of energy, a bit of strength. It's quite demanding, so it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Now, mix everything beautifully until you have this beautiful, smooth consistency. Your dough should not be sticky and neither should it be very, very hard. So once you have this texture, not sticky and not too hard, just cover it and let it sit for 45 to 1 hour. Your dough needs to rest. So it's been 1 hour and our dough is nicely rested. You can see it's very manageable. It's really, really manageable. Now at that stage, your dough is perfectly made. So you can see me, playing around with it, Just knead your dough as desired. Just knead the dough, and then give it a slice. You can see once your dough is perfect, when you slice it, it feels like you're slicing fresh meat. This is how I can describe a perfectly made dough. Now use your roller and flatten your dough and slice it as desired. If you have a chin chin machine, you can go ahead and use that. I do not have that at the moment, so I'm using my traditional method, my manual method. I just flatten it nicely, use my knife, and then go ahead to slice it as desired. Now, if you have a pizza cutter, you can use that as well. I don't really, I don't really fancy using that. I have one, but it's not really practical for me. So I prefer using my knife. I'm a local girl, so I make do with what my mama taught me. All right, so I'm more comfortable using the knife to slice it. So just go ahead and do what works for you. Once you've done that, so this is our baking method. I'm just putting it on my baking tray that I had layered with some baking sheet. Just spread that on your baking tray and put it in an already heated oven. All right, friends. Then we're going to be doing the second method, which is the frying method, which is a traditional method, the method that everyone knows. I love slicing my chin chin like so. I just love it. It's very easy. I'm more comfortable doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice it as desired. And then while that is happening, we're going to put some oil on fire. So we're going to be doing the baking method, which is a healthy cooking method, and the frying method. So right now we're going to introduce our chin chin in our oven, and we're going to, at the end of the day, we're going to see which one we prefer. You're going to tell me which you prefer, and I would definitely tell you guys which method I prefer, right? So yeah, we are still slicing our chin chin because we need to fry as well. We're going to be doing that simultaneously. So now here we are trying to check up on our baked chin chin. So we're just trying to flip. We're trying to flip the chin chin so it doesn't burn. Just flip it and then take it back into your oven. It's still raw. It's not cooked yet. While at that, we're going to add in some oil in our pot and let it heat. Now, oil is hot. I just dropped one piece of chin chin in there as a traditional testing method. Once you add that and your chin chin starts floating, then your oil is hot and ready for frying. So I just went ahead and added my sliced chin chin or my sliced dough in my hot oil, making sure that the oil is not extremely hot, and frying it on medium to low heat. Back to our baking chin chin, we're going to double check, just use a spatula, and try to mix everything so it doesn't burn. And then we're back to our frying method, just checking, double checking, and you can see our chin chin is golden brown, so we are taking it off the heat. Now, you do not want to allow your chin chin to be too brown because the cooking process continues while it's cooling down. All right. Our frying method is ready and our baking method is ready as well. We're going to transfer them in different bowls and see what they look like. So here we have our baked chin chin. We're transferring in our bowl and we're going to continue frying our chin chin. We're adding it into our oil. This is the second batch. Now, I have a problem with frying chin chin. Now, I'm going to tell you my challenges that I face when frying my chin chins. All right. Now, let's see what our fried chin chin looks like. So, which would you prefer? Which would you prefer, the fried or the baked? Now, let's look at the problems I usually face when frying chin chin. I am unable to fix this. I don't know if anybody knows or has an idea on how to fix this. Is the foaming issue. Once you fry the first batch, the second batch starts foaming. Not to talk of the fourth batch. The fourth batch becomes, horrible. Like you need to be there, you need to stand by and watch it, closely so that all the oil doesn't pour and mess up everywhere. I have worked on the quantity of eggs, I've worked on the quantity of the butter, I have worked on, adding flour when slicing my dough, but still nothing has worked. I don't know what next to work on, maybe baking powder or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, these are the challenges we face. So here we go. Our chin chin is ready. It's about time to celebrate. So let's look at what we have here. Here we have our fried chin chin and our baked chin chin side by side. So which would you prefer? Honestly, if I were to go for the looks or appearance, I would choose the fried chin chin. But if I had to look at the cooking method, I would choose the baked chin chin. But at the end of the day, they are all tasty, delicious, and crunchy. Now, it all depends on what you're looking for. Is it the looks, the appearance, or the taste? Right. So once your chin chins are cold or your chin chin is cold, just bottle it, parcel it however you want it and serve to friends and family. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like the video, share if you can, and of course, give this a try and let me know in the comment section what you think about it. We're about to say goodbye, but before we do so, let's remember to share love because love is a beautiful thing, and we have many people out there that are in need of our love and support. It doesn't matter who they are. I love you all. Bye.